In this video, you will learn how to make this easy DIY Christmas calligraphy card. The cool thing about this card is that it looks beautiful and you would be amazed at how simple it is to create this banner with a technique that I'll be showing you in this video. Hi friends, welcome to Vial Designs. I'm Myra and each week I share a calligraphy and lettering DIY video. Don't forget to subscribe below so you don't miss out on all the fun. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's talk about the materials, and I'm going to be adding links to everything below. So we're going to use a pencil, an eraser, and I'm going to be using this Micron 05 and 08. And you can also use any type of black marker monoline that you have. I'm also going to be using this Craft Smart oil pen and this Sakura Jelly Roll 08. And also, of course, the card. And I put this washi tape on the top of the button and this to hold it so I can do the design better. And this card measures 7 by 5 inches. This is craft paper, but you can use any type of paper that you have. So the first thing is grab your pencil. I'm using this Tombow pencil just because I like the quality of it, but you can grab whatever pencil you have handy. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to trace a triangle on the card and make sure it's sort of centered, and this triangle is going to give us an idea of where we're going to be drawing the banner. And I'm going to go ahead and slightly erase it because I just want a very soft mark of the triangle. You might not be able to see it here in the video, but I have a very light trace of the triangle here. And now that we know where the banner is going to go, we're going to be doing sort of like a continuous S motion to do the banner, and the triangle is going to help us to know the width of the banner. And now we're going to repeat the same thing, but we're going to leave a space, sort of like one finger, and we're going to draw the same continuous S parallel to the one that we did before. Okay. And now, since I'm going to be writing the words Merry Everything and Happy Always, so we're going to do Merry Everything Happy Always. Perfect. I almost missed one step and I was ready to start inking, but before I do that, you want to make sure that you connect the ends, and you're going to do this V shaped on both ends, and then you're going to start connecting both of the shapes, the continuous S shape, before you want to connect them before you start inking the ribbon. And it looks a little bit messy right now, but once we finish inking everything, it's gonna look really nice. Okay, so once I have everything inked, I'm gonna go ahead and use the eraser and erase everything. So once I finished erasing all the pencil marks, I went ahead and used my Micron 08 and went over the ribbon one more time just so that it looked a little bit better. And I'm gonna be adding some details to the parts of the banner where the calligraphy writing is not gonna be on. And now for the writing part, I'm going to be using this Craft Smart oil paint pen, and this one is the extra fine, and I'm gonna be writing the quote "Merry everything and happy always," but of course you can write any Christmas sentiment that you want in here, and just make sure that it's gonna fit within the banner that we already made. And for the calligraphy part, I'm going to be doing a technique called faux calligraphy, which basically I'm going to be writing everything and then I'm going to go over the down strokes, which is every time I move my pen downward, and I'm going to be thickening the downstrokes a little bit. I do have a full video tutorial where I show you exactly how to create this technique, and I also provide you with a free calligraphy practice worksheet, so I'm gonna put the link here and down below in the description. Just make sure you check that one out. So this last word is not centered, so that's why I added some embellishments at the end, and so that's why I recommend for you to sketch everything first. That is going to help you with the spacing of your words within the ribbon. And now I'm using the Micron. This one I decided to use as 01 just because I wanted to add details to the banner, just to make it look a little bit more realistic. Now I'm sketching the star, and I feel like for this type of star is better for you to make diamonds right next to each other like this. And I'm gonna be adding a line in the middle of each of the diamonds shapes that I used to create the star, and I'm gonna color every other space. And if you like, you can leave the card like this, but I went ahead and used a jelly roll pen and added more little stars and dots around the banner. And I just think this makes it pop a little bit more, and also it gives it like a more festive and Christmassy look to the card. Okay, and this last step is definitely not necessary, but I just think it adds a little bit more pop to the card when you add a shadow to the letters. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm going with my Micron pen and I'm adding a line to the right and underneath of every part of the letters. You think? I just love how this card looks. The color just pops out of the page, and I just love the combination of craft paper with the silver, which it kind of looks like white in the video, but it's actually silver, and it goes really well with the details that I added with the Sakura Jelly Roll Pen. So I hope you like this card, and I feel like especially now in these times it is very meaningful to do something handmade for our loved one. So this will be the perfect card to make. It doesn't really take a long time, and I just think it's fun for you to try your creative side and just give something meaningful to your loved ones. And if you want to practice your calligraphy before you write on the card, make sure you go in the description down below, because I'm going to be adding the link to my blog where you can have access to free calligraphy practice worksheets and also the step-by-step blog post with all the links to the materials that I use here today. Thank you so much for watching and making this easy DIY Christmas calligraphy card with me. I hope you enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe with the link below.